two reasons why this book is interesting. Not only is the scarcity of the book published in 1578, but it's who owned it. And it's quite difficult sometimes to actually know when a book was bound, because, you know, they'd be rebound after from the printers. It might be 18th century binding, 17th century binding. I noticed that this one, I know it's early, but I don't know how contemporary it is, has got IW on it. And when I opened it, I see, and I looked and looked, and I read that Joan Rayford, she's written her name many times there as if she's practicing, owned this book. And of course I and J were both used. I mean, you didn't write a J, you wrote an I. So this is her book. And it's dated, there are some dates of early 17th century, 16 something, I saw somewhere. So I looked her up. And of course you get these wills and things. It's at Morton Hampstead in Devon. Someone's put all the will down, and I found her will. Except in the family there are some Joans and Joannes and over a century. And then at the back I find there's Sylvanus Rayford, and that's 1623. So what I can make out from the internet is that he was her grandson, possibly. But he's also in a list of people who supported Charles I from some other book. So there's all that history. This is important for several reasons. One, that John Day was a very sophisticated printer. This country was quite behind in printing. And his son adapted this, and the woodcuts, the iconography in the book is what makes it such a famous book. They're absolutely amazing if you go through it. Some of them are after Holbein, apparently. And there was some talk of a lady in Elizabeth's court who'd done some of them. Here, the terrible dances of death, and go right to the end. The pagination is very difficult. You have to go through it, and I see there's actually 3 pages missing in this one, which is a shame. And there's the last, this is called the printer's colophon, which is their advertising, basically, in the back. And that should be at the back. That one's missing. It's quite difficult, actually, to work out what's missing. So this is not 100% complete copy, but it's pretty bloody good.
Can I ask a